everybody. Welcome. It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's having a great week. Yes, we did not make the Behind the Wheel Wednesday yesterday. Things happen. Life happens. But we're doing a Thursday catch-up. Ketchup, mustard, onions, but we call it the Thursday catch-up. It's a lot of fun. So anyways, want to thank everybody for being here. If this is your first time watching, thanks, hanging out. Make sure you enjoy all the fun in the interactive chat. So start typing away. If you're watching on Facebook, let's see, we're on the Facebook page, Facebook group. We're on YouTube. So thanks for being here, everybody. We just appreciate y'all being here. If you're going to hear some chewing and chatting and clicking and clacking, it's probably Rosie Bell Dog over there hanging out on the sofa. She's taking a little nap. Let me just give a little, say hello to Rosie. Or say hello. Hello, Rosie. Yeah, gotta love that. So anyways, we are in my studio today. Ta-da! As you can see, all the fun stuff in the background. Things are happening. A lot of recording, a lot of editing, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff going on today. So just want to catch up with everybody and say hi first, and then we'll see what everybody's doing. Who's the first in the chat today? It is bada boom, bada bing, Michelle. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Now I just messed up my camera. Whoa, it looks like I'm in a what do you call it? Like an earthquake? Not an earthquake. Could be an earthquake. It happens. Okay, earthquake. Thanks for being here, Michelle. And Deborah's here. Hey, CG and everyone. Good to see you, Deborah. Hope you're having a great night. Yay, that's right. Hi, Rosie. Yeah, Rosie's just chilling. We're in massive Christmas cheer moment. We are trying to get a lot of stuff done. A lot of things going on. Geez, I can't begin to tell you all the stuff. It's been a little crazy this week. But let's just say there's a bunch of boxes back here. A bunch of boxes of stuff that I've been going through, reviewing, looking at, testing. I love to test, very scientific. All about the numbers, guys, all about the numbers. I like to make sure that what I'm looking at is good. If it's going to work for you guys or not. I don't want to waste your time. It's one of those things. It is really nasty and wet. Okay, this is going to drive me crazy. Hold on, I got to fix this camera. Okay, a little better. We'll go with that. Okay. All right, let's see. What's Michelle saying? It's good. It's wet. How are you doing? It's wet here too. And I just heard from some people in Nashville. It's icy up north a little bit. So be careful if you're up north driving around, guys. You guys can be really careful. Let's start. Let's catch up. Let's see what I've been doing. So let's start with Black Friday. Black Friday. A lot of people went shopping. I will admit, I got a couple little things. You guys, you can never have too many lights. Okay. Little lights, not big lights. Oops, as I do this, it's gonna make a mess here. Little lights, little teeny tiny lights. Lights that are good in camera, lights that you can use on the road. Lights are really handy. So I got a few little lights I'm testing out, which are fun. And what else did I get? Oh, some more material for a 3D printer. Ooh, got some 3D printer things going on. Trying to find some things to create that are helpful storage things for the RV. So I printed out, actually, let me rephrase that. My son printed out. It's very important to say that. A little cord carrier for my USB-Cs, which I thought was pretty cool. I like that. That was really neat. And then got a couple of little things I'm printing out. Just checking it out. I'm finding some things. I love this. Whoa, as I'm rolling back and forth. I have to give a shout out. Okay. This was a gift. This was a gift that was given to me by my good friends at Bare Naked Wood Studio. Okay. Bare Naked Woods is up in Michigan. They do amazing woodwork, and I've seen their stuff. I can 100% attest to it. Good friends, Becky and Mike Millard, who are up there. If you guys remember Becky B back in the day, who I can praise Becky B all the way. They, as a thank you, they made me this nice little cutting board, which is really cool. Of course, van life, #van life, gotta love it. But anyway, so I found this today. Just going through some things like, oh, I miss my friends. So hopefully I'll get to Michigan sometime next year and go see them, which is nice. But just, giving a shout out to Becky B because they're rocking it, doing a great job. I said that over there. And a couple other little things, which is fun. I don't know if you guys ever sell this. This is looks like Rosie, doesn't it? But it is like a wiener dog. It's a cord. It's meant to be like a cord thing for your, for your cords or whatever. I honestly use it as a card putter inner. So as I get business cards and people to get back to, I just put the business cards in, and then as I go through them, they go through the dog. So there you go. Weird stuff for the day. That's one of my other things. Other things, my catch-up moments is I also have chicken tape. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you guys have chicken tape, but I have chicken tape. So very handy. Just saying, I run around, I'll hear the kids go, where's the chicken tape? Not many people yell for chicken tape except for my family. So there you go. But so somewhere Black Friday, that was it. Just some 3D printing material and some other things. There were some really big deals going on, guys. I hope you guys got some of those deals on Amazon. I probably will do an Amazon shopping video. I'm adding things to stuff that I tested, stuff that I really like. And I'll probably like pick a day and just start to go through some of those so you guys can say, oh, that's pretty cool. I never thought about that. So just looking for some stuff, trying to get up there. I've got this is sort of sad, my old license plate for my van. Gotta love it. So I was looking at that, put that up, just having some like nostalgic moments, going through things in the studio. Really, really fun. So appreciate that. But do me a favor in the chat. Tell me what the temperature weather is where you are today. Because let me tell you what, it's been cold most of this week. It's been insane. Um, it's been one of those obnoxious. Sorry, I just had ding pop up, making sure everything's okay. One of those obnoxiously cold weeks where I did spend the night in the van when it was 24 degrees outside, and I was probably, I don't know how to explain this. I guess I've always been worried about that. I mean, I've spent cold nights, but I've never spent like really cold nights in the van, like well below freezing. And I know there's a lot of temperatures that are well below freezing right now all over the country. And so I did it, and I did it as a test because I wanted to test. I used that new van life gear partition between the front cab and the back. I wanted to see what the difference was between temperature up there, temperature in the back. And I wanted to see how much fuel it was going to cost me from a propane standpoint. Remember, I have a propane heater. And if I wanted to keep it like 67, 68 degrees. So that was the marker right there. So I realized it only took 12%, 12%, yeah, 12% of a 20-pound tank of fuel for propane to heat it and keep it at 67 degrees when it was at least 24 degrees for the majority of the night. That's impressive. That's super impressive. Two things what makes it work. Sorry, I'm scooting up. The insulative value of the actual vehicle. So my vehicle is very well insulated, and that's huge. It doesn't hurt. It actually helps having these Van Bay gear covers that kept a lot of stuff, from coming in and coming out. It was a really big help. And there was a 30-degree difference. 30-degree difference between the front cab and the back because of that partition. I'm telling you, best thing ever. Best thing ever. Now, I was on the fence on this a while ago, and now I really like it. And part of it was like, I used the Winnebago partition they gave me. I mean, I've already used that thing many, many times, but I got to put it somewhere. I got to wrap it up, and it's just one more bulky thing to carry. This one is already like installed. I just roll it up, and I'm good to go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm singing the praises. I'm going to be singing the praises all winter because I have some winter camping to do and places to go. And I use my RV. I use my Echo because my dog likes to go in the Echo, and that's her home. And we like to go travel and do things. And if I have to go to a meeting or who knows what, she's got her own space. She's happy as a clam. Food, water, toys, whatever it might be. And that's what you do. So gotta love that. All right. Whew, that's a lot to say. So it was Black Friday, testing out, is it really insulated or not? Now I know. Talking to all my Echo friends about, we're doing a meetup in May at Lake Garnesville State Park. That's going to be fun. And more fun stuff. I've done so many interviews and stuff for the RV Queens podcast. Yay, I'm so excited. So I'm really proud to be hosting and working with that whole, I'll say organization, but it is a group effort on the RV Queen side. So if you're not an RV Queen and you're interested in being an RV Queen, I'll throw a link down there. Of course, you're going to ask me for a link, and I'm going to go, I don't have a link. Hold that thought. I'll get the link. I'll get the link. I know I can find the link. Can I get the link? Of course I get the link. Let's see. If I scroll back long enough, I'm sure I'll find it. I keep scrolling. It's going to come. I know. I promise. But anyway, so if you're interested in being an RV Queen, right now they're doing a free trial, which I love. And you should try the free trial. I mean, after all, it's free, right? Really cool. And they've got a RV Queens group and a Van Life Queens group. So if you're more of a van lifer and you want to talk to more van lifers, check that out. And yeah, it's really, really cool. Really neat thing. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Everyone saying hello to Rosie Bell, of course. Good going out, expanding beyond your comfort zone. You know what? I'm really trying to it's a thing, right? So sometimes you just have to sort of get out there and try new things. And I've got a list of things I want to do and places I want to go. And sometimes there's a little fear attached to it. You just don't know until you try, right? You really don't know. One of the things I'm looking at next year is trying to decide, am I going northeast or am I going west? I'm probably doing that the wrong way. And that's a toughie. That's a real toughie. Watch the PR one. It was good. Yeah, thanks. I think Jessica Walker was the guest, and she's really, really just top notch. She's really cool. Yeah, there's some really nice ladies I've been meeting, I've been listening to and watching, and it's fun when you get to talk to them. It's fun when you get to share it, right? I hate to say it, I'm probably some people are very, I have my questions set up, things like that. Not so much. I normally have three or four I'm curious about no matter what, but the rest is just a conversation. And that's the way it's supposed to be, right? It should be natural. It should feel normal. It should be whatever it is. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I think women helping other women is really cool. And I just think it's something we need more of out there. So trying to promote that because I think it's cool. I'm just saying, I have a lot of dudes that follow me on YouTube. I mean, the number's pretty astounding when you look at it. And I look at this and go, where's all my chicks? Where's all the cool ladies out? Because I know you're here and I know I talk to you. So when I go, we were just talking to someone about, I had someone come up to me at a van life event once, and it's really awkward, but so appreciated. So appreciated. You have no idea. I had someone come up to me and say, and I didn't know him, and they said, "Oh, by the way, I watch your videos. Thank you. I learned so and so how to do this." And I said, and they just felt really weird about talking to me. And I'm like, I really appreciate your saying something, and I really appreciate your watching. So that's it means a lot. It does. I mean, initially when I started this, it was just for family, and now I'm doing a little more outreach and doing it for other people. So it's nice when people say that. I gotta admit, it's really cool, and I appreciate people taking the time to say that too. So just saying, thanks to all the people that come up and say that, because it means a lot. It really does mean a lot, and I want to pay it forward as much as I possibly can. So there you go. That's my holiday wish for everybody there. Everybody should pay it forward. Find something you're really good at, or something you can share with your community, and see who you can help. I think that's really the best way. I feel better helping others in my daily life than I do for myself. That's just the way I've always been. So if there's something I can do to assist someone, or get make that introduction or whatever it is, it's much more fun to me. To me, it is. That's yeah. Or playing with my dog, hanging out with my dog, making her day be the best day ever. Fantastic. They always say like one day in dog day is like 1 week in human life. So if you think about that, I mean, what's one thing you can do for your pet today that would just make their day? Is it like sitting and snuggling on the couch? Is it playing with a toy? Is it taking a walk? Who knows what? To Icy She Devil. Hey, girlfriend, what's going on? Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Let's do a little catch up, see what everybody's doing, and checking things out. I have, gosh, I have so much. We've been talking about these things here. We were talking about my dog, where I go through all my business cards and one by one. This is the stack of business cards I've gone through already since I got back. A lot of business cards. It's insane. And someone gave me, you'll love this one. Here's a new little thing. The pocket guide to outdoor survival. I think that's great. If you're looking for some stocking stuffers, this is a good idea. Not a bad idea. Now, how to navigate lost signal, fire, wood, water, avalanche. In case you need to know what to do about avalanche. Now, if you're in an avalanche, you can read this. The avalanche isn't that big. I think you should read this ahead of time. I'm afraid to carry things like this in my pocket, because when you need it, the last thing you want to do is start reading, you know, lightning. Basic strategy. When a lightning storm starts, take the following steps. Ready for this? Get off hilltops and ridges. If you don't know how to get off hilltops and ridges, we got a problem. Seek shelter. I like this one. In forests or groves of trees of uniform height. Don't stand next to the tallest tree. Just saying, might be a little thing. If on the water, get off. If you cannot get off the water, get as low as you can in the boat. Good things to know, right? But sometimes you just, what are you going to do about these? I love this. Here we go. You need one of these for yourself. I think these are great. I think they're fantastic. Oh my gosh. Hey, oh my God, you're live. I know we're doing a Thursday catch up. Wednesday was a rough day. Things just got a little out of control, and we might be going on Thursdays for a little while. Things are happening. What can I say? It's the holidays. Kathy Bryan is here. Hey, Charlie Grace. I passed an echo today. I looked to see if it was a redhead at the wheel. No such luck. Well, let me tell you what, if it was, I would be waving right back at you. If you guys ever see me on the highway, you have to wave. My name's on the side of it, and most people know it's mine. I've got a big QR code in the back, but they find me because I've got orange um, Max Tracks on the side. Everyone keeps talking about, am I going to paint my rig or, what? I can never make up my mind. It's sort of like tattoos. That's a good analogy. I don't think I could ever get a tattoo because I can't commit to it. So I'm having a really hard time committing to doing something to the back of my echo. We'll see. You never know. I could change. And initially, I thought I was going to do, um, oh gosh, pink. I was going to make it pink, like pink and orange. I thought that'd be really cool. And then I changed it to maybe I'll do like a mountain scene or something. And I thought, no, what if I do something really like not camo, but like just like more green, more like foresty, so like it would blend in. When I'm parked, that thing doesn't blend. It blends like a sore thumb. It's never going to blend. But I like the idea because I saw a few other people who were doing something similar. Then I saw how much it cost. I was like, do I really want to do that? It's 4 to 7, sort of 8, 9, 10 grand. I'm like, Mama's got kids. Kids come first. Those kind of things are way at the bottom of the priority list, especially during the holidays. So there was like, and you made it, Robert. Haha. Knew you're here. I love this. Yes, thanks for being here. He's like, late, but here. You're never late. Never, never, never late. Okay. So we're going to do a holiday gift show coming up pretty soon. We're going to talk about a few things. I'm going to give you guys some heads up on things. I don't know about if you know this. Have you ever seen a pair I wear? I love these. Love, love, love these. We're going to talk about all my crazy pairs of glasses I have because this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about my favorite stocking stuffer, which I will not do. Well, maybe I will do. The Yodeling Pickle. If you don't have a Yodeling Pickle and you're in dire need of something really interesting, you can go on my Amazon store. This is just one of those silly things. For some reason, I buy, I don't know how many of these a year and give these out, and people love and hate them. Most of them are just like, oh my gosh, I want one of these things. So it's sort of fun. Yodeling Pickle. Look it up. Trust me. You'll be the head of some party. I love this. Oh my gosh. Waypoint Untethered. Hello. Made it. Woohoo. Thanks for being here, buddy. That's really awesome. You could travel a couple months on that wrap money. Oh yeah. It's pretty funny. Yeah, you could have. I actually met a professional yodeler once. How scary is that? Then they take it seriously. So when I talked about my yodeling pickle, I don't think they really appreciated it as much as I did. So just a thought. Just a thought. Lots of fun. Michelle's like, okay, that's an interesting pickle. Never seen one till now. I've got some fun, interesting presents and ideas. If you guys are looking for stocking stuffers or small presents for like white elephants, things like that, I got you covered. There've been quite a few good ones, and as I'm looking around, I'm afraid to look around my desk right now because I've been putting things away. Like, scary. But we're gonna do a whole show. We're gonna do a whole stocking stuffer show, and then we'll do a show specifically on Amazon finds that I think are like coming up on sale. We'll go like that because thank God it's green. Otherwise, I know it's just what do you do? What do you do? Oh my goodness. I've been talking to people love to decorate their vans and love to decorate their RVs. And I like really fun, things you can change. Change the sign, you can change what you want to put on it, whatever you want to say. Depends on how you feel. And I really think this is gonna sound crazy. This is like the preacher's kid in me talking. Do you remember we used to change the signs out in the church thing, or you change the lettering and you do a new thing? I think that's where I got this from. I really think I got that idea from way back in the day. We always did that. So it's sort of fun. Change it up, get new sayings. All right, yeah, Deborah's laughing. I know. All right, Rose Life says it's 49 degrees here. Is winter over yet? You're in Texas. You have no room to complain, buddy. I'm just saying, we've been dealing with the 20s. 20s. Yeah. The last time I saw my 20s was many decades ago. But yeah, 20s. Very cold. Not too happy on that one. We're gonna do some giveaways too. We've got lots of cool things to give away. I've done a Vlogmas before, like a Christmas Vlogmas with some friends of mine, with Adrian and Ruth. They do a Vlogmas, and we've all been talking about maybe like taking a few days, and everybody just does one. We rotate it. So if you have an e-bike, I've got some really cool prizes for e-bikes. Got some really neat stuff. And as I'm looking at my compartment down here, I'm afraid to look in these bags. Always afraid. I never know what's going to be in here. Let's see. We'll do this together. What's in here? I want to say Amazon Blink cameras. Ooh, lots of neat stuff coming up. So lots of really cool patches too. If you've ever gone I don't know if you guys collect patches. I'm a patch collector. So if you like go to places, I'm doing a really cool project with like a travel jean jacket, which I think is cool. So we're gonna put patches on that. Lots of stuff coming up. Love this. Okay. Rose of Light says $2.29 for gas and $2.89 for diesel. Yeah. I think it was hold on, $3.49 for diesel I saw today. $3.49 for diesel. Now, I did use my upside the other day and got 60 cents off a gallon. Oh, at a Love's. So that was pretty stellar. I love Upside as a really cool app. If you guys have never heard of Upside, I'll type it up. Sorry, my keyboard is weird. Check out Upside and just see what you can do. I like to be able to get the discounts, and it's a nice app. I don't think I have a referral for that one. Just one of those pay it forward moments, guys. Try it out. Try it out. I am using Fetch though. Fetch I love. Fetch is great for lots of receipts. I think up to, I don't know, 20 some thousand points. Yeah, it's pretty handy. And then they give you gift cards for like Walmart or Amazon, things like that. But yeah, always a good time. All right, so what kind of questions do you have for me today? What's going on in your world? I see she loves Fetch too. See? We start finding all these cool deals. We want to like tell everybody about it. It's really important. Um, I'd like to know, because I'm doing another article on apps. What's one app that you desperately love and use the most? And Facebook doesn't count. We're not doing social media, just like something that really works for you when you travel. Or I'm a weather person. I have so many weather apps. Oh my gosh, it's just insane. And I live when I'm in Huntsville. I live next to a swirl, which is a severe weather institute research lab. So I love weather. It's sort of fun. It's a lot of math. Honestly, it's a lot of math. A lot of fun. Neil says, finally picked up my Echo, woohoo, and paid $3.69 for diesel. And at 45 gallons, that thing is light in my wall. Yeah, well, dude, we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna get you guys, if you don't know about it now, I'm gonna get you a code for a way to get that's gonna lighten your load on the diesel. Really, seriously. There's a couple programs out there that I've been testing this year, and I'll probably have them 1st of January, and I'll throw that out on my link tree. And you guys are going to want to have that because it saved me over $850 this year in fuel. A lot, a lot. It's worth it. Totally worth it. So I'll put all that up pretty soon. Travel plans. Interviewing anyone for YouTube. The meaning of life. I'm doing some really cool interviews coming up. Been mainly working on the podcast. Honestly, it's been since they wanted me to do the RV Queens podcast. I interviewed Jennifer Aggio and Jennifer Shalash. I can't say Slaki. That works. Interviewed Jess Walker. Just came out with the PR1 interview. Let's see, where am I going here? Gertie from Explore the World and Mary Walker from Life in the RV blog. Oh my gosh. I've got Julie Roberts coming up. I've got lists on my wall, so I'm looking at them. And Kelly Raber. I got a bunch of really cool interviews coming up. Really awesome women. RV Parky. When we want to stay at an RV park, bring Fido. We want to stay at a hotel with a dog. So I'm going to get a little bougie here, guys. I love a good campground. I'm not going to lie. I love a good campground. I hate paying for a campground. I have a rig that doesn't need to be plugged in. So here's a mess here. I really feel guilty going to a campground sometimes, but I love meeting the people. I really do. I love meeting the people at the campground and hanging out, walking around. And I've met some really amazing people at campgrounds. Matter of fact, actually met two of my really good friends at a campground. Thinking back to it, I mean, just walking around, saying something. I think one of my favorite things is I tend to go RV shopping at campgrounds. I tend to walk around and go, oh, I like that. Or what kind of bike is that? Or where'd she get that tablecloth? Or how did they do those lights? You start thinking about things going, When I was at my last campground, I met someone who turned me onto a Harbor Freight deal. Gotta love Harbor Freight. They have a 75-foot solar lighting thing at Harbor Freight. And it's really inexpensive, really cool. And shout out to my buddy Paul who picked it up. He got two of them. So I got one, he got one. And sometimes you go to places, it's just dark. It's just gosh darn dark. And I trip. I do not do well if I don't see where I'm going. So you literally, just hook it up like I normally do my solar lights anyways. But my solar lights were really just for underneath my RV. They weren't for like around the campsite. With 75 feet, I can go around wherever I need to walk and make a little design, and it works perfectly. So I love it's yeah. Harbor Freight is a gem for stuff like that. I had no idea. Okay. RV birds are like, plug in once in a while to rebalance your lithium cells. Yeah, I'm plugged in right now as we speak. I think last I checked, my RV temperature was 47. Still a little cold. I don't have the heater on though, and I'm winterized for the water, so I'm okay. When I really want to go out traveling, when I'm going to be going someplace, I'll go. I'll turn on the electric heater for a while or whatever, or turn the propane. I'm okay with that. I really am. Some people are like, "Oh my gosh, don't use your propane." I'm like, "I'll get more. It's okay. I'll get more. It'll be fine." Um, some of the best ideas can be found at campgrounds. I'm telling you, you learn a lot. You really do. Because I think about the first RV trip I ever took was one of those come stay for free at so and so, and it's sort of like a camping timeshare kind of thing. I was like, and where they wanted me to buy. See, my hair's just driving me crazy. Where they wanted me to buy was in a system. It wasn't Thousand Trails. It was something else. But I didn't go to those places, and I didn't have a huge RV that needed to find a place to park all the time. So it just wasn't my shtick. It wasn't my gig. And looking back on it, I'm glad because it really made me go out and try different things. And I love supporting locally owned mom and pop campgrounds. I really do because I know every little stay means a lot. And the more money you put into local economy, the more that they help the community too. So I know there's a lot of businesses that are buying these things out, but it's just I want to help. I want to help them out. So here we go. Propane heats you up a lot faster. It does. It really does. I have a Truma Vario heat system, and I've had a Truma system in all four of my RVs, and it's worked like a charm. So I have nothing bad to say about that. I love those guys. It's been fantastic. I've only had to call them twice, and it was user error every time. As far as how does it work? Like I just didn't read the manual as well as I thought I could have. That's one. And then the other time when I de-winterized, I hit a button I shouldn't have hit. My fault. So live and learn, right? Live and learn. Yeah, last year when I de-winterized my Echo, because I got it in the summer. Is that right? Summer 2024 was a 2025, it was a 2025 rig, but I got it in 2024. When I winterized it myself. I can do it. No big deal, right? Just get some antifreeze and go through the system. I can do this. But when I got to Florida and I wanted to get all the pink stuff out, want to get all the antifreeze out, I start going through my list of like, okay, what do I got to do? How do I make all this stuff come back? Was there something I turned on or didn't turn off, or I don't know? It just got me worried that I didn't do it enough. It's not that hard to do, guys. Really not that hard. Sheet devil, my mini split is not cutting for me. Yeah, that's tough. Mini splits are great for air conditioning, I think. I don't know how they do really well in heating. So yeah, we might need to supplement with something on that one. That's a toughie. But especially on those buses, I know some of those buses have a little teeny tiny wood burning stove or a pellet stove that can help. But I would think that whenever I've had a wood burning stove, the temperatures are massively hot. So it would fluctuate. I mean, last time I had a wood burning stove at my farmhouse, and my front living room was like 98 degrees or 95 degrees, and the rest of the house just depending how far away you went from it. So, whew, yeah, gotta be careful with those. Yay to the oh, where do we get that? And oh, I like that syndrome. LOL. I have so much stuff I could fill two of my vans. I have to just say no for a while. I know. You got to be selective. Got to start thinking about things. It's a big deal. Yes, works great as AC. Yeah, mini splits are perfect for AC. I think they're fantastic on the AC stuff, but on the heating, I think you might need a little to supplement somehow. And that's going to be a little tougher. Insulation's your biggest fan. We were talking today. I was talking with my buddy Scott Watson. Actually, we're out in a meeting, and we were talking about we're going to be going to Tampa and looking at this new RV. I can't talk about it. Sort of top secret stuff. Not really. It's the Italian Wing. I'm really excited about it. They do a great job, but it's a monocoque shell. It's a fiberglass shell all in one, really neat. And the insulation value on those are typically much better than a fan in general. When you look at the other ones comparatively speaking, they're not as insulative as the other. So it does make a difference on, how long does it take to heat? How long does it take to AC? Does it maintain the temperature? Things like that. So, you know, insulation makes a difference. It makes a huge difference. And I'm very, very happy I have a lot of insulation in mine. I can trust me, I can tell. I have frozen in my van before. Like literally when I was at Tampa, I don't know, a couple years back, and the heater went off. I think it got down to 29, 31 degrees. I mean, it was below freezing. I know that. It was cold. And I was just like, I just got it. went up to and turned on the engine. I'm like, "Mm-mm, we're gonna let that heater run for a while." I was just way too cold, and I finally just left the fairgrounds. I thought, okay, um, yeah, I would think I went and got breakfast somewhere. I think I drove to go get breakfast somewhere. I love that. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Well, we're only doing a 30-minute Thursday catch up. Can I say that 10 times fast? So we've got some new videos coming out, some new stuff happening. Very cool. Very excited. Rosie is I think she's finally awake. Let's say hi. Hey Ro. Oh no, she's ready to go back to sleep. It's time. She's totally time. Okay. Oh, we got a question in the chat. Here we go. Question. Since I'm rather slow, are your heater and water heater using propane? And do you use propane for cooking, or do you use electric and possibly charcoal briquettes? Okay, let's take this one at a time. Let's break it down, shall we? Okay, here we go. Um, I use my heater's propane. It's a Truma Vario heat system. So it heats my rig and heats my water. It's an Insta Hot. So I love that. So it gets instantly hot. So when you're ready to take a shower, there's nothing more embarrassing than getting your water pump turned on, getting in the shower, and then clicking a button and going, it doesn't work. Never had that problem with my Truma. I literally turn it on, click it on, jump in the shower, good to go. Done. Don't have to wait 20 minutes. Don't have to wait half a day. Done. Love it, love it, love it. Do I use propane for cooking? I only use propane for cooking if I'm outside. If I'm doing a Blackstone or a propane grill or something like that, 90% of the time I use my induction cooktop and I use it off my lithium batteries. That's how I typically use it. So, I mean, every day, this little girl over here, she eats a lot of eggs. We literally make 3 eggs a day, 2 for me, 1 for her. And we'll do eggs, we'll do fried potatoes, we'll do bacon or ham, we'll do some kind of meat. That's like our go-to. We're big breakfast people, so we like big, protein breakfast. So that's what we mainly use. Charcoal briquettes, messy, very messy. Although it's fun, I do love a good barbecue. I love going out and getting smoked meats and things like that. I'm just not that. I did bring the Blackstone not that long ago, and it was a lot of fun. But it's just one more thing I got to bring. It's just one more thing I got to deal with. And unless I'm going to be sitting still for a long extended period of time, I hate to break out all that stuff because then you got to put it all the way back. And I went to an event once. I met this really nice couple, and they broke out everything. I'm not just talking chairs and rugs. I'm talking chairs and rugs and swings and toys and I'm just so much stuff and a gazebo and everything you can think of. And they were there for 2 nights. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Well, I mean, I'm lucky to bring out a rug. I have been bringing out my zero gravity chairs a little more because I love to sit in them because my hip hurts a little bit. And I just got an inflatable couch. I love my couch. It's pretty awesome. I love this thing. I want a slouch couch for so long, and now I have one. And I'm like, yep, I'm bringing it. I don't care where I go. I'm bringing that couch. It's pretty handy. Okie dokie. Now that you have answered that question, I have another question. Ooh, how much battery power do you have in amps or watts? Whatever's easier for you. And do you have a 12-volt system or a 48-volt system? Okay, good question. A Winnebago Echo typically comes with one 320 amp battery made by Lithionics, and I also have a propane generator. So 2 things. I personally have 2 320 amp batteries, which would be 640 amp. And if you wait, let's do this correctly because I know there's gonna be someone out there that's gonna call me on this. What did I say? 640 times 12. That is 7,680 watts. Now, you might think, wow, that's not enough. How can she possibly do that? Well, let me tell you how I can. Batteries are good. Regenerating the batteries is more important. So would I love to have 12,000 watts of batteries? Heck yeah, it'd be great. Fantastic. It does take up a lot of space though, and it adds weight. So I'd rather have 1,000 watts of solar panels on top, a high-speed secondary alternator, a generator, if need be, and my batteries. At the end of the day, now that I've got the 2 batteries, they've never gone down below 25%. I boondock a lot. So typically if I go to bed and they're 100%, 99%, whatever it is, just the basic things by keeping the fridge on and whatever, it's going to go down, let's say, 8, maybe 12%, depending on, what the temperature is inside. So, and by the time the sun peaks up, I'm back to good to go. Now, when I use a lithium cooktop, that takes some a chunk of change, but it doesn't. It never brings it down like more than I don't know 3% tops, maybe. So it's not as bad as you think. And I was really worried about the whole lithium cooktop thing, and I've done I have one. I don't have two. I just use one, and it's been really nice. Been really super handy. And the more I use it, the more I really like it. Okay. And be advised, by next week I'll forget your answers. I understand. But the answer is a 12-volt system. I don't have a 48-volt system. Um, I love my 12-volt system. I have a 12-volt fridge, super handy. Dave's Life Adventures. What up, Dave? Hey there, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a great night. We were just doing some math on amps and volts because I understand this kind of things. I think the most fun I have is when people underestimate what I might know, and I'll just smile and nod. Bless their hearts, and that's okay. Totally fine. I can tell you with great authority what I currently drive and the specs on what I currently drive, and I can also tell you on great authority many of the other rigs that are out there. Now, if you're doing DIYs and some of the aftermarket parts, I can talk about some of those because there are companies that I can say 100% agree with or love their work ethic, love their products. They stand by things. So yeah, it's like yay math, woohoo! I'm with you. Hey, there's my buddy Ruben Clanton. Hey, beautiful. Hey, buddy. How are you? Hope you're having a great night. I know I'm looking so lovely, right? Just like crazy hair all over the place. Yeah, yeah. Ruben and I know each other from way back in the day. We went to high school together. Love that. Love that. Love when I can get a homegrown friend in here. Um, so yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, what's going on? He's like everything, everything. Of course, everything. I am back in my studio, hanging out, getting some editing done, opening up packages, getting through some stuff, taking out the yodeling pickle and annoying my family and friends with it. And hey, bro, she wants to say hi. This is the moment. Oh my goodness! Oh, the dog has woken up. See what you've done? Want to say hi? Can you shout to the lovely people? Poor Rosie. She's like, I'm ready. She's been sleeping all day, and it rained. She wouldn't go out. Poor little thing. Oh, she's a chunk of change. Speaking of chunk of change, I think we're at a fish high. I think we're at 38 pounds. 38 pounds. Here we go. Oh, back on the couch. I would say it's her couch. It's not mine. It's her couch. Hi, baby cakes. I know. She's ready to go out there. Here we go. It's men who assume you don't. I find. Yeah, I know. Men. It's okay though. I did get someone reached out to me the other day and asked me a question about they were trying to categorize different kinds of buyers. And it was sort of interesting. And they were talking about the solo ones were solo females. I'm like, there are solo dudes out there too. And I know a lot of them. I do. So don't always assume, that's going to be the female that buys it. It could be a solo dude or divorced dad or whatever you want to call it. All these different demographics of people. I think at the end of the day, we're all looking for quality, reliability, and also service. Honestly, good service. If something goes wrong, what can you do? It's like, oh, yeah, I know she's really cute. She's a hot mess. She's 8 years of a hot mess. Good, and hope you're doing great too. Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Michelle's like, she's adorable. She is adorable. She really is. She's a lot of fun. She's really loud though. Really, really loud. When I'm back in the area, it's doctor's appointments, home repairs. I had the HVAC guy out today. Cutest thing ever. I know I'm talking past time, but this is fun. Cutest thing ever, guys. I had an HVAC technician today come over, do the heating check for here. And he looked a little young, but that's no big deal. That's cool. And everyone's talking about you need to get in the trades. We're running out of tradespeople. We need more electricians and HVAC and plumbers and all that stuff. That's true. People need to know how to do things. That's really what everybody needs to know is how to do something, right? And I asked this kid, I'm like, so, where did you go to school? I said, I have a kiddo that might be thinking about going into HVAC or whatever down the road. He's 20 years old. He makes a pretty darn good living. And we just talked about for a while. And I was really excited to see him be excited. So I think part of it is, you can know this stuff, but it's also customer service and working with people because he has to go in someone's home. You have to have that kind of rapport. And they're the front face of the company. And I said that. I said, I don't know how much you understand that they need to value that. because we can find tons of people who understand it, but may not have that kind of good customer service. So kudos to Cody today from AirServe. I'm going to give him a big shout out because he did a great job and good kid, just good kid, really cool. I think he wants me to adopt him. I think it's what we're going to do. Lunch like we need a lunch. Oh, we do need a lunch date. Well, while I'm in town, we're going to do something. I promise. Absolutely, we'll do something fun. Words of Life says our dog is 11, loves to be outside in the yard in cold, hot, rain, or sun. Only comes in for treats. Rosie does. She's learned how to dig in the past month that we've been here. She's become the diggingest dog. Doesn't like the chipmunks. We have lots of chipmunks right now, so she is digging holes to China, and I got to take care of that. It's gonna be really fun. Either that, or apparently I'm getting a basement. One of the two. Either she's gonna keep digging, I'm getting a basement, or we got to do something about that. Always, never a dull day in my world, ladies and gentlemen. It never ends. Um, for those people who are sending me, I've got lots of people who keep sending me disco balls. I'm going to bring some disco balls for the van for some of these events to hand out. So we'll get you guys some little disco balls out there. And I know right now, oh gosh, I can't tell you how many. I think we have about whew, eight or nine people definitely going to Peace Love and Vans, and definitely about 10 people going to Van Fest. So if you are interested in going to either Van Fest or Peace Love and Vans, let me know. And some of us are going to be meeting up ahead of time so we can get together and then drive in together and camp together, which is really fun. If you're going to be coming to those for the day of, you're not camping, but you're just going to come out and say, hey, let me know that too. And we'll be sending out some messages so people know where we are and can come see us. These events can get really big. The more you know, the more value you're worth. But you're absolutely right on customer service. It's true. It's really, really true. I think, you know, I know a lot of people who know a lot of things, but they just don't have good interpersonal skills, and they have a hard time talking to people. So when you're representing a company, I always think like the business owner. I feel like if you own the business, what would you expect? What do you want? And that's what I want. And he did a great job. So anyways, with that being said, guys, I just want I'll give a big shout out and say thank you for being here once again, and thanks for doing all the good stuff. Dave's got a question. Speaking of battery power, excited to figure out a way to reduce lots of networking/internet gear and go from AC to DC power, which reduces power consumption. This also allows me to run without the inverter. So, have you heard of the Trio for Starlink? That's one way of getting to DC power if you use a Starlink. I like the DC power idea. Don't get me wrong. Most people don't know what their consumption is. That's the kicker right there. Figure out what you really need and try to do some of that math. And if you don't know, plug into a Blue Eddy or whatever and watch it. But yeah, it's I know exactly what I need now. I don't think I knew back then. And part of it has just been watching when I plug things in to see what their wattage is and how long I'm going to use it. And some people do really, really well with those portable Blue Eddies and portable EcoFlows. It's not going to work for heaters. Doesn't last long. Not going to work well for AC. But for other stuff, perfect. Perfect. People forget to be nice nowadays. They do sometimes. They really do. It's nice when you meet someone that takes the time and does that. Okay, guys, next week we're gonna meet Thursdays. I know this. I know we're gonna hear this, but we're gonna do Thursdays because I've got Wednesday commitments now with someone else, and we will do Thursday catch-ups, and we've got new videos coming out. So I appreciate everybody being here. And until next week, just remember, safe travels and happy trails.